a completely new axle. Give me 5. Oh yeah.
Yes! Finally something works and this is what happens.
What is up, guys? Thank you guys so much for tuning back to the channel, as always. Anyway, in today's episode, I know in the last episode you saw where I was working on the axle. Well, a lot has gotten done in the past few days since I did that. Whew. Hey. So if you guys have known, there's the Jeep over there. She's beautiful. I had this list over here. 2 days to-do list. We've gotten so much done ever since you guys. I've just been working non-stop trying to get this thing running. And she's almost there. She is so close. I went to the store, bought a bunch of parts. She's almost done. We're gonna start putting those on here. But let me go through and tell you guys what I've done so far that you've missed. It's been off camera. Because trust me, it is a lot. So let's get to it. You know what the camera? Alright guys, starting with the front end. As you can see, I finally have these big fenders put on. Man, they look so much better. I'll flash the old clips. You can see how it was so just torn up and beat up in these new flat style tube fenders. Super beefy, powder coated. They look beautiful. They fit with the body amazingly. I'm very happy with them. It's a huge upgrade. They look amazing. Like, they just look so good. New hood latches. Front end. Last time you saw this, we did not have an axle. Now we have a completely new axle. All the steering's hooked up. What are you doing, Chills? I've done a lot of front end work lately. Alright, so on the axle you guys saw in the last video is painting it. Well, we have it completely installed now. All the control arms hooked up. We have new ball joints, painted knuckle, the steering, new steering stabilizer, all the steering's hooked up, new steering box. You saw where the last pitman arm was broken. Everything front end related is almost done. It really is close. This side's completely done. The brakes are all hooked up and everything. The other side we need to put the brakes on. We need to hook these turn signals up. But front end wise, man, we have gotten a lot done. A lot done in less than a week. Front drive shaft, as you can see, got a new joint in there. So that drive shaft went to this transfer case right here. You can see how cracked it. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that crack. So, as on further inspection, we had to get a new transfer case. That new transfer case is right up there. As you can see, she's beautiful. I got her from the local junkyard. Very, very good shape transmission for a very cheap price. I was very happy about that. All we gotta do now is put some fluid in there, which I bought today. We're still waiting on the rear drive shaft. Let me explain that to you guys. Whenever you lift a vehicle, you get some very bad driveline vibes. So whenever I bought this transfer case, I thought it was exactly the same as this one, but it turns out that transfer case has a slip yoke limiter. I'll put a little picture of that one right up there. Basically what that does is reduce driveline vibes, which I just conveniently got, you know, bruh, which I had no idea that this transfer case even had that on it. So that's freaking awesome. I got like a $400 part for basically for free. So that's very hype. So we're ordering a new drive shaft for this thing, so it will ride absolutely amazingly whenever this thing gets done. Well, as most of you probably guys know, we had to swap the diffs on the front end. So here's the old axle. You can see how bent it is. Here's the diff out of the new axle. We had to swap in the, need to part that thing out. But we had to swap the diff into the new axle. But it all worked out great. She's in there. She's permatexed up. All the steering's hooked up. It all works. Oh, we're getting really close, guys. There's been a lot of work lately trying to get this thing ready to roll. We didn't have to do any rear end work. That was awesome. We have a new tire for the back. Give me 5. Oh yeah. But yeah, guys, most of the big stuff is done. All we really have left is wait for the drive shaft, like I said. I've got some fluid here. We got some transfer case fluid, just some ATF4. Only needs a quart, so that's very nice. Got a new filter, Super Tech for the win, and big thing, a new O2 sensor. Whenever the axle went back into the Jeep, it went ahead and cracked, or it broke our O2 sensor in half. I had to do some exhaust work, and it's not pretty, but it's gonna get the job done. But yeah, let's go ahead and put this O2 sensor in, and then everything else should be fine. Hopefully it'll run good again. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into doing the fluids on this thing, and I'll talk to you guys in 1 second. Can I do it? Oh, hold on. Rats. So close. Some nice dark dirty oil coming out of this bad boy. Alright guys, after a lot of persuasion, we have finally filled up all the fluids. Everything is put back together except for the rear drive shafts. The one thing we're waiting on, but all the brakes are hooked up, and I finally put the wheels back on. Oh man, she's starting to look like a Jeep. Turn this off real quick. She is starting to look like a Jeep again. Everything's lining up, all the wheels are on. He's working out. All the wheels are hooked up, everything's on. All we have to do is drop her off the jack stands, and everything else should be good to go. I was having an idling problem earlier. I fired it up, I'm not sure what the problem is. That kid's small. But I was having an idling problem earlier. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it shouldn't be anything serious. Hopefully it's nothing serious. But I'm gonna get this thing back on its wheels, and we're back on the ground for the first time, so it's scary. She is officially on the ground. Look at her. She is, oh my gosh. Look at that offset. These flares, oh. It looks great. I still need to work a little bit. You can see this side sitting up a little bit higher, but I have a plan on how I'm gonna get it right. It's just for the body flex a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it right now. She is sitting on her own weight, and she's absolutely beautiful. Now everything is hooked up, I think, except for the rear drive shaft we haven't got yet. But everything on the board, we've marked it off today. Everything's done except for the drive shaft. And I want to work on the bumper a little bit more, but that's not super serious. How's your workout coming?
Yeah, it's all right. Had better.
Had better. One of those.
Yeah,
one of those.
I'll fix it. It'll be good by the end.
But I do have the front drive shaft hooked up. So what we're going to try and do is see if she can drive on her own weight for the first time since the accident. I'm a little nervous.
I'm excited.
I'm very nervous, actually.
Only one way to find out if it works.
All right, let's do it.
No, half the people got a freaking problem with it.
Is the tire supposed to turn?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Dude, it moved.
You want me to back your Jeep up?
No, no, not yet. Yes! Yes! Ha ha!
Finally
That's what I'm
something works,
talking
and this
about.
is what happens.
Yes! 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 It moves. Yes!
Car.
Yes! Alright guys, that's gonna be a wrap for today's video. I still cannot get over the fact that this thing is a complete Jeep again. Good work. It is a complete Jeep. I was able to drive it forward. That is, I mean, it's baby steps. It's baby steps. Hopefully next video we're gonna get this thing on the road, drive it some. I know the alignment's off. I know we have a lot more work to do. Turn signals, I need to fix this bumper a little bit more. A bunch of little stuff, but it runs, it drives, kind of. It's not wrecked anymore. This is awesome. Anyway, guys, if you like this, please give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Turn the notifications on, and hopefully next video we'll have this thing driving. That's the big goal. We're waiting for some parts, but she has come so far in literally a matter of like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I've had this thing, and she's back on her wheels. It's beautiful. I can't believe it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I love you guys so much, so much. Any last words? Any last words?
I fixed the workout. It's going good now.
Okay, well that's good.
And Jeep's pretty dope.
Awesome. Well, that's good. That's good last words. Adios.